Cleanup, Tony Allred, the DH, will hit fifth. Richie Cleary's first pitch. There's a called strike. Good hard fastball and a good location. It's 0-1. Chuck Russell, the left fielder for Winder, will hit sixth. Chad Sauls at second. Trey Yearwood in center. And Ashley Morrow at first base. Another called strike to Lamont Rogers. It's 0-2.
And the Newton Rams line up defensively with Lance Cawthon at first, Ryan Moon at second.
As the 0-2 comes in high, 1-2.
Ryan Allen's your shortstop. Sam Allen at third. Around the outfield, Matt Easterday in left. Luke Allen in center. Mike Dawson right. Brian Moon behind the plate. And Richie Cleary on the mound.
And you can put a backwards K in the book next to Lamont Rogers as Richie Cleary drops in a nice curveball. It froze Lamont Rogers, who was expecting the fastball. That was all he'd seen from Cleary. Cleary drops in the off-speed pitch. A good start.
And that's what it takes to do a good job of pitching. You get that batter off stride. He was guessing fastball. Great pitch by Richie. One down.
Here's Dustin McNally. He takes the first one. Another strike outside corner. 0-1. Richie Cleary is 1-0 this year, a .323 earned run average. In 13 innings, he's given up 12 hits, walked 8, he struck out 16. There's a swing and a one-hopper right over to Joe Brassfield, standing in front of the Ram dugout down the third base line, and he makes, of course, a clean play down there.
And Richie Cleary, of course, instrumental in that win last night, hitting a long home run to left center to get the Rams even in the ball game to where Luke Allen could be the hero.
Luke Allen drove one out of the park to win that one for the Rams. The 0-2 hits McNally. It hit him on the left shoulder. It was an off-speed pitch from Cleary. It never had the break to it, and it hit McNally in the left shoulder, but was slow enough to where it should be okay, and McNally does not appear hurt at all down at first base.
And, of course, a tough break for Richie. They're getting way ahead in the count and then having one not break. Now he puts a runner on base. He'll just have to bear down and work hard on the third baseman for Winder Barrow.
Of course, that's Clint Edwards, right-handed batter. Throw to first base. McNally is back in safely. Richie Cleary this year has given up 6 earned runs in those 13 innings, hence the ERA of .323. The Rams with a team ERA of .223. There's a swing and a hard grounder past the drawn-in third baseman, Sam Allen, into left. It's a base hit. Stopping at second is McNally. Runners at first and second here with one down. Edwards chopped that one right over Sam Allen's head at third base.
If Sam had been playing back at normal depth, it would have been an easy play and possibly even a double play. But playing in close with the early part of the lineup up, that one took a big hop over his head, and shortstop Ryan Allen was not able to get over as it was in the hole then.
Now with one down, here is Heath Kennedy, the Bulldogs cleanup batter. Cleary stretches and he delivers low, ball 1. So after striking out the first man and looking impressive in doing so, Cleary has hit a man and given up a single, and 2 runners on for Winder early here in the first. Stretch, Cleary delivers, swinging a hard grounder to Sam Allen. Boots it temporarily, he's going to go to third, and out there at third base, Sam Allen running toward third and diving in just as the runner McNally was diving in, and Sam Allen just beat him there.
Good play by Sam. He kind of surrounded the ground ball, keeping it in front of it, blocking it with his chest, and then had the forethought to pick up the ball and dive into third base, beating the runner. The third base coach for the Bulldogs down there trying to call him safe, but Sam did beat the runner down there.
Here's the DH, Tony Allred, batting for the Winder Barrow pitcher. He's a left-handed batter. Swings at the first one, lines it to left field. That's in for a base hit. Doss has trouble with it in right field. Here comes the runner around third base. He will score. Moving over to third is Heath Kennedy, and Winder takes a 1-0 lead. It's a single, charge and error to the right fielder, Michael Doss, allowing Clint Edwards to score the first run of this game.
Michael tried to charge that one just a little too hard and come up throwing and kind of forgot something, leaving the ball on the ground there. Rams have had a little problem with that as they've tried to charge the ball too hard and not picking up the ball. I don't know if the run would have tried to come as hard as that ball was hit if he would have just taken his time and fielded it cleanly.
Here's Chuck Russell, left fielder for the Bulldogs, swings and misses at Cleary's first pitch and goes in an early hole, 0-1. 2 hits for the Bulldogs early here. They have put 1 across. Moon with the sign. Cleary will check the runners. Runners going. There's a swing and a hard ground ball. Fair ball down the third base line. Here comes another run in to score. Allred going to be stopped at third. Pulling into second with the double is Chuck Russell. And early on, this Winder Barrow team showing that they are tremendous hitters at the plate. They're taking big cuts and hitting some big line drives. And Joe Brassfield is going to have a talk with Richie Cleary.
That ball was really ripped down the line about 1.5 feet inside the bag, getting all the way out to the left field corner quickly. Matt Easterday over in a hurry was able to keep only 1 run scoring, but the Bulldogs once again with 2 runners in scoring position and a chance to really take an early big lead on the Rams.
Cleary will need to bear down against Chad Sauls, the second baseman for Winder Barrow. With first base open, but facing the number 7 batter in the order, we'll see what Cleary and the Rams do here. Very brief conference on the mound. Cleary still out there. He's going to pitch from the windup here, and his wind at first pitch driven toward left field. Coming in is Easterday, though, and he will make the catch. And Winder goes down here in the first, but a big first for them as they pound out 2 runs on 3 base hits. They leave 2 men on base. There was 1 Newton Ram error, and we have played a half inning. Winder Barrow Bulldogs leading the Newton Rams 2-0. Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
The people at East Metro Communications know that it's not nice to brag, but they have got to do it. They want everyone to know that they have received the AirTouch Cellular Small Market Agent of the Year Award. This means East Metro Communications outperformed 35 other AirTouch Cellular agents. Their customer service record has put them ahead of the competition. This is the 14th time East Metro has been recognized for outstanding performance. That's East Metro Communications Incorporated, 7115 Highway 278, 786-6796. And now through May 13th, new customers and some existing ones may be eligible for $100 airtime free. Call or stop by for details. That's East Metro Communications, located on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-6796. East Metro Communications is an authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, the new name for Pactel.
And welcome back to Riverside Park, a cloudy afternoon for baseball. Rams already on the short end of a 2-0 score. Here to tell you about it with the play-by-play, my partner, Kevin Holden.
Okay, Bill Dolan, thank you very much. Newton's lineup here for this game as they'll try to climb back in to this one in the bottom half of the first. Ryan Allen at shortstop leads it off. Brian Moon, the catcher, hits second. Luke Allen in center field will bat third. Richie Cleary, the pitcher, hits cleanup. Sam Allen, the third baseman, will bat fifth rather. Chris Middlebrooks, the DH, hits sixth. Lance Cawthon at first base bats seventh. Ryan Moon at second base hits eighth. And Matt Easterday, the shortstop, will bat ninth.
And for the 9-3 Winder Barrow Bulldogs, Ashley Morrow at first base, Chad Sauls at second. Clint Edwards is the third baseman. The shortstop is Dustin McNally. Around the outfield, Chuck Russell in left, Trey Yearwood in center, Lamont Rogers in right, Heath Kennedy behind the plate, and Javade Watson on the mound.
And Javade Watson, big, tall right-hander, facing Ryan Allen, the first Ram hitter. Allen checking his swing at the first pitch. He may not have gone around. The pitch goes back toward the screen, and the motion is that he did not go around. It's 1-0. Ryan Allen up over 300 now at 316. No homers, 3 RBI. Team leader in walks with 10. That's what you want from that leadoff man.
And Ryan's also done a better job in cutting down on the strikeouts this year. He's only fanned 6 times so far in 38 at-bats, which is not a bad percentage.
I think that first pitch got a piece of the home plate umpire. He took a long stroll around the first base side of home plate. Now they're going to check the first base umpire after all that to see if Ryan Allen went around, and the first base umpire says yes, change the call, make it a strike, 0-1 the count. Watson's wind and pitch. Called strike, outside corner, a good fastball. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the Ram shortstop. The senior and one of the big leaders on this club, the 0-2. Swung on and missed. The ball gets away. And Ryan Allen not making a motion toward first base. Heath Kennedy will come over and tag him. That's a strikeout and 2 unassisted on the putout. First out here in the first inning.
And right after we talked about Ryan Allen cutting down on the strikeouts, he chases one down in the dirt and goes down on strikes.
And Brian Moon, the next man up. Moon at 359. 1 home run. He's reached the double-digit mark in RBI with 10. First pitch on the way to him. That one hit him, I believe, in the right foot, and they're going to give him first base. They say it did hit him. That was a fastball that got away from Javade Watson and hit Moon in the right foot.
And it didn't appear to bother Brian too much. He shook it off and hustled down to first base. First base coach Derek Coggins down there checking with him, making sure he's okay.
So Brian Moon will be at first, and the Rams have a base runner here. Winder Barrow's coach is going to talk briefly with the home plate umpire. They may be trying to say that that one hit Moon's bat and was a foul ball, but The umpires will have none of that. And Moon will be at first base. Luke Allen, the Rams center fielder up there, hitting .341 this year. The home run just yesterday gave the Rams the win against Salem, and Luke is the team leader in RBI with 14. Moon taking his lead away from first base. 6 stolen bases and 7 attempts for him. Luke Allen swinging and missing. At the first offering from Watson, it's 0-1.
Brian Moon's done real well with that delayed steal, so that's something we may look for again here.
The 0-1 pitch, called strike. Fastball caught the outside corner, 0-2, and Javade Watson appears to be a hard thrower out there. Allen, a left-handed batter. Luke awaits the 0-2 pitch. It's up high, 1-2.
Some of the fans a little unhappy with the previous call. Appeared to maybe be a little bit outside, but we've seen a lot of outside calls being made for a strike so far this year.
On deck is Richie Cleary. Runner takes his lead. Stretch and pitch, curveball past the catcher. It goes back to the screen. That will allow Moon to move over to second base, and that one just got away from both Watson and the catcher, Heath Kennedy.
That one about 3 feet over the top of the head of everybody and nowhere near anybody, all the way back to the screen. Had it been, say, at Shiloh the other day, Brian Moon might have been able to score on it as far as that ball was going.
That one all the way back to the screen and stayed back there in the screen area. 2-2 pitch, swung on and popped up into shallow center field. Long run. This one is going to fall in for a base hit. Coming across is Russell, the left fielder. To cut it off, Moon will stop at third base. Luke Allen has a base hit, perfectly placed, just out of the reach of the center fielder, Trey Yearwood.
And Brian Moon wasn't able to see that ball was going to drop, so he kind of had to hold up and wait and see. Had he been able to tell, he could have scored on the play because it got past the center fielder. Left fielder had to go in behind him and pick it up. But the Rams have something going here, and here's Richie with a chance to help himself.
Richie Cleary, a .293 hitter. Team leader in home runs now with that one yesterday. He now has 2. Rams with 8 team homers this year. Cleary has 9 RBI. He'd like to add to that total here. Runners at the corners, 1 down. First pitch, fastball, strike. Here's the throw to second. It's into center field. Here comes Moon. He will score without a throw, so the Rams have a run on an errant throw down to second base. Luke Allen will be credited with the stolen base, and on the error from the catcher, Heath Kennedy, Brian Moon will score and have the lead to 2-1.
And the Rams still with a runner in scoring position, so a good solid base knock by Richie Cleary here, and the score can be tied right back up.
This one could be a long, long game with a lot of runs scored. There's a swing and a miss from Cleary. Runner heads for third base, throw down there, in safely. That ball got away from Kennedy, and no one in the park noticed it except Luke Allen, the one who should have out there at second base. That's a passed ball on Kennedy, who is shaking his head right now.
That pitch was right in his glove, and all of a sudden he just kind of dropped it. It rolled through his legs, and Luke Allen with some good heads-up base running, able to take third. Now all it takes is just some good contact hitting by Richie Cleary to get the ball out of the infield.
0-2 on the way to him. Missing outside, ball 1. Good patience from Cleary there. A sacrifice fly could tie this up, and that would be a big confidence boost for the Newton Rams, who fell behind quickly and early here, but are battling back. Cleary swings and misses. That was a low pitch away from him, out of the strike zone.
And once again, with the wide strike zone these umpires are calling, it kind of puts the Ram hitters on notice, and they're up there having to protect the plate a little more than what they should, and they're chasing some bad pitches. A lot of the strikeouts we've seen have come just like that after a wide call. And now the pressure's on the senior Sam Allen.
And the first pitch to him, he swings and misses. That may have been an off-speed from Watson, 0-1. Sam Allen this year now at .279. He's been up and down the last few games. 1 home run, 6 RBI for him. Stretch, the 0-1 to him. Same pitch, same result. It's 0-2.
Sam appeared to pull out a little bit on that one and pull his head away and not staying in there like he does when he's hitting the ball better. His gap's wide open out there in left center if he can get something to pull.
Stretch, the 0-2 pitch on the way. Low and outside. Kennedy with a good stop, going a good 3 or 4 feet out away from home plate to stop that one from going back to the screen and tying this one without Allen ever having to hit the ball.
And Luke Allen was coming down the line. Had it gotten away, I think he was going to be coming.
1-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced foul down the first base side. Allen just a little on top of that one. It's 1-2.
And Sam Allen would like nothing more than to get this base hit here and get the Rams right back into this game. He was telling us before the game he's going to do a little different than he did last night, come back with a good, strong hitting performance, he hopes, like he did in the Shiloh game.
He's been playing kind of odd even games against Shiloh Wednesday. Terrific performance. Thursday a little off. There's a line drive toward left center. Left fielder coming across. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. A great catch from Chuck Russell, showing good speed out there in left field. That one was headed for the gap, but Russell cut it off and put an end to the Newton Ram threat in this inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base. All ones across the board there. 2-1 your score after an inning of play. The Winder Barrow Bulldogs lead the Newton Rams. Ram baseball live from Riverside Park on WGFS, AM 1430.
Charles Evans Nissan refuses to be undersold. We will meet or beat any advertised price on any in-stock unit. If you are tired of high pressure and the runaround, come to Charles Evans Nissan in Conyers. We put the fun back into buying a car. Charles Evans Nissan is located at 1420 Iris Drive in Conyers, 922-7600. Remember, Charles Evans Nissan. We won't be undersold. That's 922-7600.
For the best in chiropractic care, visit Lithonia First Chiropractic. Dr. Michael Brust specializes in nerve and spine rehabilitation. Call for an appointment, 482-1114, 482-1114. Most insurance accepted, and we take care of your insurance paperwork at no charge to you. Call Lithonia First Chiropractic at 3081 Stone Mountain Street in Lithonia, 482-1114, 482-1114.
Welcome back to Riverside Park at Newton High School. The Newton Rams and Winder Barrow Bulldogs as we go to the top half of the second inning. Trey Yearwood leads it off. He swings and misses at Richie Cleary's first pitch, 0-1. Yearwood followed by Ashley Morrow and Lamont Rogers. Winder Barrow with 2 runs on 3 hits in the first lead at 2-1 as we go to the second. There's another swing and a miss, and Yearwood looks overmatched right now.
And Richie needs to come back with a good, strong inning this inning. He struggled a little bit in the first inning. The Rams helped him get back into the game by scoring a run, one of those manufactured Ram-type runs, too.
0-2 on the way. Another swing and a miss. Brian Moon will have to throw down to first base, and he does so. A strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. And on 3 pitches, Trey Yearwood was out in front, bailing out and way away from it. Wasn't close to any of the 3 pitches he saw.
Good job of pitching by Richie Cleary. Really had him off balance and not sure what to do.
Ashley Morrow will be the next hitter, righty, swinging at the first one, and he misses 0-1. And all of a sudden, Cleary looking like Cy Young out there after looking more like Matt Young in the first couple of innings. Speaking of Matt, there's Matt Hires in the studio. 1-2, or the 0-1 rather, called strike 0-2. Matt Hires is here, and we call it our studio. It's Coach Joe Brassfield's office, basically, is what it is, but it's the place where we bring you Ram baseball. The 0-2 on the way. Swinging a 2-hopper towards second base. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first in time. Ryan Moon retiring Ashley Morrow 4-3, and we have 2 down.
And Ryan Moon continuing to look steady out there, doing a fine job defensively and got his first hit in that last game. Looking real good out there. And Ryan Allens looks pretty good at shortstop, too. It seems to have solidified the middle of the infield a little bit better.
Lamont Rogers swinging at the first pitch, driving it towards short. Ryan Allen a clean pick over by second base. His throw to first in time with a little mustard on it. Little message, I think, sent there on that last throw to first base. Winder Barrow goes down 1-2-3 as the Rams begin to put their house in order. They're going to try to finish that part of it in the bottom half of the second inning. Ram baseball, WGFS, AM 1430.
Charles Evans Nissan refuses to be undersold. We will meet or beat any advertised price on any in-stock unit. If you are tired of high pressure and the runaround, come to Charles Evans Nissan in Conyers. We put the fun back into buying a car. Charles Evans Nissan is located at 1420 Iris Drive in Conyers, 922-7600. Remember, Charles Evans Nissan. We won't be undersold. That's 922-7600.
For the best in chiropractic care, visit Lithonia First Chiropractic. Dr. Michael Brust specializes in nerve and spine rehabilitation. Call for an appointment, 482-1114, 482-1114. Most insurance accepted, and we take care of your insurance paperwork at no charge to you. Call Lithonia First Chiropractic at 3081 Stone Mountain Street in Lithonia, 482-1114, 482-1114.
Welcome back to Riverside Park, the dynamic duo bringing you exciting Newton Ram baseball. And they need a couple of runs here, and here's the man to get them for you with the play-by-play, Mr. Kevin Holden.
Now, if the Rams can be as dynamic as we tag the dynamic duo with that name, if the Rams can run along the same lines, perhaps they'll catch up and back into this game. Chris Middlebrooks takes a strike. The first pitch of the inning from Javade Watson. Middlebrooks, Lance Cawthon, and Ryan Moon, the three hitters we'll see in this inning, maybe more, if someone can get on base. The 0-1, a little low and outside. Evens account at 1-1.
Chris Middlebrooks has that batting average up to .333, done a good job lately of hitting, and also with 6 bases on balls, he's shown a good eye at the plate.
He takes one here for a strike. That one rode in on him, looked like a fastball that tailed in, righty against righty. It's 1-2.
And this broadcast is protected under broadcast rights and is produced solely for the pleasure of our listening audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or use subscription accounts this game without the express written consent of Newton Ram Baseball or WGFS Radio is strictly prohibited. The announcers are employed by WGFS.
We think. And Chris Middlebrooks fouls one back to the screen. Count stays 1-2. Middlebrooks with a home run and 2 RBI to his credit so far in 1995. Heath Kennedy with the sign. Javade Watson delivers the 1-2, and Middlebrooks swings and misses. Third strikeout for Watson, a fastball breaking down almost like a split finger, and Middlebrooks fishing after it.
Chris Middlebrooks' home run, of course, was in the Hard Luck Cafe Wing Ding inning, which will be next inning, the third inning tonight for the Hard Luck Cafe Wing Ding inning. We'll have more on that for you in a little bit.
Lance Cawthon, the hitter. Cawthon now at .304, 5 RBI. He is without a home run. First pitch on the way to him bounces about 3 feet in front of home plate. And back to the screen, it's 1-0. The Rams just looking for base runners here, and Watson has shown a tendency on occasion to be a little wild. He does have good, hard stuff, but he may end up walking several people, and the Rams hopefully can put their running game to use too.
He has a real slow delivery to the plate, plus the catcher seems to have a little problem throwing to second base also.
There's a swing and a hard ground ball towards short in the hole. McNally makes the play. His throw to first pulls the first baseman off the bag, but toward home plate, and Morrow tags Cawthon. That's out number 2.
And Lance hit the ball towards the hole. The shortstop did a good job of coming up with it, pulled the first baseman off the bag, but Lance, not the speediest of foot, was able to be tagged by the first baseman.
Here's Ryan Moon. Now with 2 down, Moon a 143 hitter. He has 7 varsity at-bats in the 2 games that he has played. First pitch to him, he swings and misses, a hard outside fastball, 0-1. Moon has reacted well to being elevated from JV status to the second baseman for the number 2 team in the state in Quad A. He takes a pitch low, and it evens it up, 1-1.
A little better discipline on that pitch. The first pitch, he was up there a little over-anxious and swung at a pitch that was well outside the strike zone.
Moon takes a look at one here, and that one's down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Moon has scored 2 runs already in his first 2 varsity games. Got his first hit against Salem yesterday. Swings here, stays alive as he fouls one back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Rams' second baseman. On deck, Matt Easterday, who yesterday did quite a job evening up his average at 400 with a 2-for-2 performance with a walk.
Seems to have really gotten it home out there in left field.
2-2 pitch, popped up, foul, and behind the screen. Moon was reaching for something that was a little high and outside. That might have been ball 3.
And it sure is good to be back home here at Riverside Park up in the press box. A lot different facilities than what we experienced yesterday at Salem.
2-2 pitch, bounced foul down the first baseline. Moon still alive, and the count still 2 balls, 2 strikes. The last 2 days, as a matter of fact, we've been calling games from literally the bleachers, from the stands on the first base side, at least at the Shiloh game. And at the Salem game, we were well behind home plate in what our guest commentator called an open-air press box. The 2-2 pitch, swung on, bounced on 2 hops toward third. Going to be a tough play for Clint Edwards coming across. His throw is in the dirt, and the first baseman can't handle it. Moon is safe. Base hit is the official scoring, and the Rams do have a base runner, but with 2 down.
Real tough play for the third baseman to make. He had to rush it and try to get it. It would have been bang, bang if he made the perfect throw. Plug hustling down the line. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him his second hit of the year.
Tough play for Clint Edwards, who came across but took an extra step or 2 before throwing that ball to first base. That may have made the difference, but Morrow couldn't hang on down at first base either. Throw to first base now, and Ryan Moon back in safely. Easterday at 400, stepping to the plate, no home runs, 7 RBI. On base average of 541 this year, and his slugging average right around 500. He takes one for a strike, delayed steal of second. Here's the throw down there, and in safely is Moon, the stolen base. So just like his brother, Ryan Moon with the delayed steal and surprises everybody on the Winder Barrow side as that throw nearly sailed into center field.
And once again, every throw we've seen the catcher, Heath Kennedy, make has a tendency to sail and out towards center field. Even between innings, he's launched a couple out there. I think you're going to see the Rams, every chance they get, run, run, run.
Easterday would like to hit, which would give the Rams another run and tie this score, but with 2 down, it will take a base hit. There's a swing and a miss on an outside pitch from Watson, and now Easterday has some work to do. He's in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
Needs to shorten up that stroke and protect the plate and try and keep the ball in play and bring home Ryan Moon.
He lines one toward left field. That is going to be in for a base hit. Brassfield is going to wave Ryan Moon. No, he's not. Moon decides to go back to third base. Brassfield at first was waving him around, but Ryan Moon stayed put, and frankly, from the point of view from the press box, that might have been a good move.
Left fielder Chuck Russell showed a good strong arm getting the ball into the third baseman, and at the time the third baseman touched the ball, Ryan Moon would not even have been halfway home, so he would have had plenty of time to nail him at the plate. One of the few times you'll see the coach hold something up, but hopefully it'll be right here, and Ryan Allen can go ahead and get back on the hitting track and lace a base hit.
Ryan Allen, the Rams shortstop, is up here. He is 0 for 1, struck out his first time. He looks at one here for a strike. The catcher, Kennedy, was up looking for Easterday to go to second base, but Matt Easterday staying put over there at first. He's without a stolen base this year, and I think wouldn't mind tacking one on there. He was caught stealing once yesterday in his first and only stolen base attempt of the year. Stretch in the pitch outside, ball 1.
I would be surprised if they don't run here just because the catcher has had such throwing problems, and if they don't throw it through, then you've got 2 runners in scoring position.
Watson takes a look in for the sign, has what he wants, checks Moon at third. Runner is going. It's a strike. Fake throw to second. Easterday will have the stolen base. Put it in the scorebook, his first of 1995. That's got to make him happy. Plus it makes the Rams happy. The fact that now 2 runners in scoring position. Rams are down to their last strike this inning, though, as it's 1-2 on Ryan Allen.
It also takes away the force on the ball hit up the middle. Ryan, with his good speed, might be able to leg something out, which could have been a force out.
1-2, line hard, past the third baseman, base hit left field. 1 run scores. Left fielder Russell bobbled the ball momentarily, and Ryan Allen thought about taking an extra base, but he stays at first. We've tied the score here at 2 apiece. A base hit from Ryan Allen does the trick. Have third now as Easterday, and Ryan Allen at first with 2 down, and Brian Moon will try to step up and continue this.
And the bottom of the order got this going. You like to see that happen when your 8 and 9 hitters get base hits with 2 outs, get something started, and Ryan Allen coming up with a big base hit there and the RBI.
Moon was hit by a pitch his first time, came around to score the Rams' first run on an error from Kennedy on a wild throw to second base. You can bet the Rams will be taking advantage of that. Here goes a runner for second. Moon swings, pops it up into shallow left field. Long run for Russell. He'll let it bounce. Another run scores. Runner going for third. Slides in safely. The Rams lead it 3-2. Brian Moon, with one of the most unusual base hits of the year, laid in, soft swing toward left field and popped the ball up, and I thought Russell, with his speed, might have a chance at it, but he let it bounce.
You're absolutely right. As much speed as he exhibited on the ball hit by Sam Allen heading for the gap, I thought sure he would be able to catch up to that ball, but he just kind of stopped. I don't know if he lost it momentarily, but good heads-up base running also by Ryan Allen. He was going all the way. I believe he was going on the pitch, in fact, and he was able to get into third and drew a throw. And the throw was not a good throw either. A good stop by the third baseman, or else Ryan might have been able to score on the play.
And Moon's hit, very unusual, as he didn't take a very hard cut at all, just kind of touched the ball and sent it out toward left field. But it does the trick just like a line drive. It's a single in the scorebook. The Rams with 4 hits in this inning and 2 runs across as they now lead this one 3-2.
With a chance to get some more as Luke Allen, our player of the game from last night, steps up to the dish.
And he has continued the hot streak. A single, a stolen base his first time up. In fact, he was stranded at third as Richie Cleary and Sam Allen both had a chance to drive him in from scoring position. Throw to first base. Moon is back in. Brian Moon, that is, back in. Interesting to see that with runners on the corners. If that throw gets away from Morrow, and the Rams could be up by 2.
Any bets that Brian will be going?
Not this time. We'll check and see, though. The first pitch low and outside, ball 1. I say that probably just as he'll take off. I've been known to have been wrong many, many times when it comes to things like that.
Well, like we keep speaking of, the catcher has not shown an ability to make good throws to second base. And, in fact, the last time, just as we had mentioned, he did not throw through trying to catch the runner coming off. And that's always a good play offensively when you get the other runner to scoring position and take away that force out on the ball hit up the middle.
You've convinced me. Now I think he's going to go. There's a swing and a miss from Allen. Delayed steal of second, and no one is watching. Heath Kennedy isn't even paying attention. You convinced me just as at the right time there, Bill, as Moon steals a base, and for here he has the lead with 8 stolen bases, but of course plenty of baseball left to be played in this one. Second and third for the Rams, 2 down. They've put 2 across, and the bats seem to have come alive at just the right time because it appears that Winder Barrow brings some live bats to the ballpark. Luke Allen awaiting the 1-2 pitch from Javade Watson. The wind, it's on the way. It's past the catcher. Back to the screen. Here comes Ryan Allen. Throw home. Not in time. Another run scores. That'll be a wild pitch, I believe, will be the official scoring, and that wild pitch goes against Javade Watson. That's been his biggest problem so far. Wild pitches and pitches that have sailed high or sailed outside.
That and the inability to hold runners on, and the catcher's inability to throw runners out. The Rams basically now have 4 runs, and they've basically manufactured all of them. But with the running game, a few base hits, but mostly the running. And
as there's a deep line drive toward right field. Right fielder goes back on it. It hits at the base of the wall. Moon will score easily. Pulling into second is Luke Allen. There's a double, and the Rams now lead at 5-2. The Newton Rams doing exactly what they wanted to do, setting up something like that. The big double from Luke Allen after manufacturing the runs, as you talked about before. If you do that long enough, sooner or later that big blow will come, and that's when the scoreboard helps you out even more as more of those runs get tacked up there in the Newton Rams' favor. And we're going to see a pitching change just like that. That's the end of the night for Javade Watson, who started strong but in the second fell apart here. We'll be back as the Winder Barrow Bulldogs change pitchers. You are listening to Newton Ram Baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
When you need insurance, here's the first thing you should do. Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
Take the worry out of insurance claims with Auto Owners Insurance. Ranked as one of the top companies in the United States for claim service by a national consumer magazine, you'll enjoy a quick and fair settlement of your personal or business loss. In fact, we're known as the no-problem people because service is our claim to fame. See your Auto Owners Insurance agent today.
Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
See Steele Jones Insurance Agency, located on Floyd Street Southeast in Covington. Or call 786-9213.
Auto owners, the no problem people.
And welcome back to Riverside Park. Bottom of the second inning, Newton Rams on the rampage. I told you Kevin Holden would get some runs for you. He's doing a fine job. We're going to let him continue, but he's got some changes to give to you first.
That's right, Bill Dolan. Thank you for, first of all, letting me keep going with this. Dustin McNally is the new Winder Barrow Bulldog pitcher. Blake Johnson coming in to play shortstop. And leaving this one is the pitcher, Javade Watson, the first pitcher after pitching an inning and 2/3. He has so far given up 6 hits and 5 runs. The runner at second base, his responsibility. He was given an early lead but could not hold it. He hit a man in the first inning, setting up 1 run, then fell apart here after 2 quick outs in the second. Credit the Newton Rams hitting with 2 down, scoring now 5 straight base hits and putting 4 across. And he leaves with Luke Allen, his responsibility at second base, but it's up to McNally to try to quench this Ram fire in the second as Richie Cleary, the next man up.
And Dustin McNally appears to throw nothing but heat, and here's the man that knows what to do with heat when he gets one that he can hit.
Cleary struck out his first time, but of course he likes to feast on the fastball. Stretch, first pitch to him. Called strike. That may have been an off-speed pitch, 0-1.
He didn't show it in the warm-ups at all, but evidently word may be getting around on Richie.
McNally's warm-up tosses may have been a decoy, making Richie think he was going to see a fastball. There's one. A little bit low and outside, though, and Cleary stays away from it. It's 1-1. 5 hits in the inning, 6 in the game so far for the Rams, who lead it 5-2 now. We're only in the bottom half of the second inning. Off-speed pitch driven toward right center field. Back goes Rogers at the track. It's gone. Richie Cleary with the 2-run home run. 2 more runs for the Newton Rams as they are on a roll here in the second inning, and Cleary going deep, his 3rd of the year. McNally comes in, serves up the gopher ball, and the Rams lead it by 5.
Ball kind of fooled you as it first came off the bat, but it just kept going and going out and going over, almost right over the Hard Luck Cafe sign. And just an inning too soon, as we'll have the wing-ding inning for you next inning. But Richie Cleary got that pitch and drove it long and deep, and the Rams on the move.
6 in this inning now, 7 in the game. Rams on top by 5. They chose the right night to start hitting this ball with authority. Sam Allen, the next man up. Wind first pitch to him. Swung on, grounded hard towards short. Johnson, who's just entered the game, bobbles it. His throw to first. Not in time. Sam Allen safe, and it's an error on Johnson, the shortstop, who, as we mentioned, when McNally came in to pitch, Johnson came in to play short, so he may be a little rusty out there.
Kind of hard to come in right out of the dugout and go out there after sitting on the bench for what's been a fair amount of time now since the start of the game and from infield. Normally you like to at least have a couple of throws in between innings when you go out to the field. But Sam hustling down the line was able to beat it.
This is the 10th man to hit in the inning, Chris Middlebrooks. He is also the 8th man to hit with 2 out in the inning. The first 2 men in this inning got out. The Rams have hence, since that point, had 7 straight people reach base. Ryan Moon singled, stole a base. Easterday singled. Ryan Allen singled. Brian Moon likewise. Luke Allen doubled. Richie Cleary with the long ball. Sam Allen reaching on an error. Pitch out on the first pitch to Middlebrooks, but Sam Allen's sting put it first.
And you know what you see a lot of times when an opposing team calls for a pitch out, then you run on the next pitch, just to show them, because basically you're not going to pitch out twice in a row. So I wouldn't be real surprised to see the coach go ahead and give the go sign to Sam here.
McNally throws over to first there, trying to keep Sam Allen about a half step closer. Another throw over there. Sam Allen back in. Sam with 2 stolen bases this year. Hasn't been caught stealing yet. He may be looking for number 3. The stretch. And the pitch. It gets away from the catcher. It's low for ball 1. That'll move up Sam Allen to second, and the skid mark's out at second base. Sam Allen with the dirty uniform now, and he's got to be happy. He's almost completed this evening, has yet to have a base hit, which I'm sure he'll make an attempt for before it's over with.
It looks like a real good skid out there. That comes in at about 16 feet 3 inches on the skid meter there.
Not bad at all. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. Middlebrooks struck out in his first at bat. That, of course, started this second inning. Stretch and the pitch. Swung on, bounced towards second base. Sauls has it. On to Ashley Morrow, and that is out number 3. However, in the second inning, the Newton Rams put across a total of 6 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 Winder Barrow error, 1 runner left on base. We have played 2 innings and a completely different ball game here from Riverside Park as the Rams now on top 7-2. Newton Ram baseball, WGFS AM 1430.
If you bury your nose in a cloud of sawdust and breathe deep, you're going to get choked up. Unless you're the new Husqvarna 36 chainsaw with air injection filtering, now available at Coast to Coast Home and Auto. Husqvarna's exclusive air injection saws run up to 20 times cleaner than any other saw on the market. With the Husky 36, you can work harder and longer without stopping for a filter change. What's more, an ergonomic design means that you can last nearly as long as your Husky. An angled front grip puts you in a comfortable working position that's less prone to fatigue, and vibration is kept to a minimum by separating the handles and engine unit. At only $199.95, you can't buy a better saw for home or farm than the Husqvarna 36 with air injection. So to keep your nose clean, stop by Coast to Coast Home and Auto on the Square in Covington to see the 36 and our entire line of quality Husqvarna products.
And welcome back to Riverside Park, Newton High School. The Rams are at it again. They're up 7-2 as we head to the top of the third. And here with the play-by-play, the voice of the Rams, Kevin Holden.
Bill, thank you very much. Dustin McNally, the first man up, swings at the first pitch and pops it up right behind second base. Ryan Moon is there, and he puts it away, out number one. McNally, Clint Edwards, and Heath Kennedy, the scheduled Winder Barrow hitters in the top half of the third.
And once again, Ryan Moon taking charge out there. The ball hit right in his area. We could hear him from here calling, "I got it." He took charge, made the play, one down.
Plays with the poise of someone who's spent a lot more than just 2+ games at the varsity level at second base. Clint Edwards takes the first one for a strike, 0-1, and Richie Cleary is coming back and doing what you've got to do after being out of the game and in the dugout for as much time as he was. He's coming back throwing good strikes. And the 0-1 a little bit outside with the fastball evens the count.
And Richie Cleary helped himself with that 2-run tater in his last at-bat.
That pitch up high, another fastball from Cleary. 2-1. Clint Edwards singled and scored back in the first inning. Moon's sign, Cleary's wind and delivery, swung on and missed. That pitch was tailing away from the righty and outside the strike zone. Good 2-1 pitch from Cleary to even the count.
And a big, huge crowd here on hand at Riverside Park tonight.
2-2, swung on and missed. That's a strikeout for Cleary, his third actually, one in each inning. In fact, he struck out the first man in each of the first and the second inning and struck out the second man to come up here in the third. And Heath Kennedy, the Winder Barrow catcher, steps up there. Cleary winds, his first delivery. Called strike. It's 0-1. The first time through the order, Winder Barrow appeared a very strong and very confident hitting team. But since that first inning, it's been the tale of a completely different team. There's another strike. It's 0-2. Kennedy taking.
And Richie Cleary doing what he needs to do with the lead, throwing strikes. He's got the good D behind him. The Rams are pumped up. Just throw strikes and get outs.
The wind, the 0-2 pitch, a little low, 1-2. Since the conversation that Joe Brassfield had with him on the mound, he has retired 6 straight hitters. He struck out 2, induced a couple of ground balls and a few weak pop flies. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Home plate umpire with a little extra oomph on that punch out. Heath Kennedy goes down, and Winder Barrow also goes down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the third. The Hard Luck Cafe wing-ding inning. When we come back, it is 7-2. The Newton Rams on top from Riverside Park. We'll be back. Newton Ram Baseball, WGFS, AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating at 786-4937. They'll send them packing termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls. The Farm and Garden Depot on Emory Street in Covington offers spring fever savings. In Gardener's Picks, they have Easter flowers and baskets, bedding plants, pesticides, cross ties, vegetable seeds, gardening hand tools, weed and feed fertilizer, and Pennington products. Pine straw only $2.99. And look for special coupons in this week's Covington Shopper. The Farm and Garden Depot on Emory Street behind Burger King, 787-3870.
Hey, Carl the greenskeeper here for the Hard Luck Cafe. You know, that's that little red building down by Nationwise. After a hard day hunting varmints on the golf course, I love to stop by and get some hot wings from the Hard Luck Cafe. They've got them all the way from that extra mile up to my favorite, TNT. It's a real Cinderella story how Randy has become king of the wings. So stop by and see Randy or call him at 787-0421. When you do, tell him Carl sent you and maybe he'll give me a free wing or something. Remember, that's 787-0421.
Back to Riverside Park, Newton Ram Baseball, and the Hard Luck Cafe wing-ding inning. Here to tell you about it, Kevin Holden.
Lance Coughlin, the first man up, batting for Crystal Hart of Covington. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul, 0-1. The Hard Luck Cafe wing-ding inning is your chance to pick up some hot wings like the one that I just had about 15 minutes ago, the ones that I had from the Hard Luck Cafe here in Covington. We'll tell you how to pick up those hot wings momentarily. The wind And the pitch a little low and outside. It's 1-1. How you can become a contestant in the Wing-Ding inning is to write your name, address, and phone number on a postcard or index card, something along that line. Get it to us at WGFS. We're at 1151 Hendricks Street, just off the square in Covington. The 1-1 pitch low, 2-1. You can also send it to P.O. Box 869, Covington, Georgia 30210, or fax us your entry 784-9892. Lots of numbers, huh? 2-1, called strike outside corner, 2-2. Lance Coughlin grounded out his first time. He'll be followed by Ryan Moon and Matt Easterday. And Crystal Hart is the contestant right now in the Wing-Ding inning. The 2-2 pitch, just missing outside. Count runs full.
And we'd like to give a special thanks to Randy and Craig for those hot wings, as we got to have a little bit of a pregame meal, and it looks like it's bringing the Rams some luck tonight.
So far it has. Rams lead it by 5. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. Coughlin down to first base. His on-base percentage coming into this game right around .450. Good at drawing those bases on balls. He has drawn now 6 this year. So Crystal Hart, not a winner, but Coughlin is at first, and the Rams have a base runner. Ryan Moon will hit for Gene Gill, who lives in Oxford, Georgia. And by the way, if the bases are loaded and a Ram player takes one deep, that is 100 hot wings for whoever is the contestant. That's a lot of hot wings. Throw to first, and Coughlin back in safely.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and think that we may not see any base running with Lance at first base.
The pitch on the way, line foul right behind the screen, 0-1. Despite the fact that Heath Kennedy's arm has been a little bit weak tonight, I think I'm going to go with you on that. Lance Coughlin without a stolen base attempt so far this year. He takes his lead away from first base. Ashley Morrow holds him close. Coughlin staying pretty close to that first base bag. About a step and a half off. Now he gets a bigger lead. There's a swing and a ground ball towards short. Shortstop bobbles it. His only play will be to first base. Not in time. An error on the shortstop. Blake Johnson has had some trouble since entering this game last inning. Another base runner for the Rams, Gene Gill, not a winner. But now the Rams with 2 men on, and we're pushing toward that bases loaded situation. Matt Easterday will hit for Delana and Jeff Powell, who live on Hancock Drive in Social Circle. And the Winder Barrow coach is going to go out and talk to Dustin McNally, who has had some trouble since coming into this one, and we are going to see yet another pitching change for the Winder Barrow Bulldogs. We're in the 3rd inning, and we're about to see the 3rd Winder Barrow pitcher. While they take this pitching change, the Winder Barrow Bulldogs we will take this break. You are listening to Newton Ram Baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
If you're a serious sports fan and you crave serious sports talk, then you need to tune in to WGFS AM 1430 each and every Saturday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. for Sports Source Weekly. Todd Q. Chapman and Kevin Holden will be taking your phone calls. We'll be discussing sports topics on the professional level, the collegiate level, and on the local high school level. That's Sports Source Weekly, heard every Saturday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. with Todd Q. Chapman and Kevin Holden right here on Newton County's Source for Sports, WGFS AM 1430.
Hey, Carl, the greenskeeper here for the Hard Luck Cafe. You know, that's that little red building down by Nationwise. After a hard day hunting varmints on the golf course, I love to stop by and get some hot wings from the Hard Luck Cafe. They've got them all the way from that extra mile up to my favorite, TNT. It's a real Cinderella story how Randy has become king of the wings. So stop by and see Randy or call him at 787-0421. When you do, tell him Carl sent you and maybe he'll give me a free wing or something. Remember, that's 787-0421.
And welcome back to Riverside Park. As the Rams are trying to get something rolling again, they've knocked another pitcher out of the box, and here to tell you about the new pitcher for the Bulldogs with 2 G's is Kevin Holden.
Okay, Bill Dolan, thank you very much. Tony Allred has come in to pitch. Now, this is interesting because Allred was the DH starting this game. Batting for the pitcher, the first one, Javade Watson, who, by the way, pitched an inning and 2/3. The line so far on Dustin McNally, 1/3 of an inning. He faced 5 batters. He's given up a run so far, but 2 men on with no one out belong to him. He's only given up 1 hit. That was a 2-run dinger from Richie Cleary. He walked 1, did not strike out a batter. And Easterday, who is batting for Delana and Jeff Powell on Hancock Drive in Social Circle, will bat here with 2 men on, facing Tony Allred. The righty winds, he delivers, swung on and missed from Easterday. 0-1. Allred, big lanky right-hander, long arms, long legs, and comes at you with knees and elbows as he throws that ball in. Going to be tough for the righties to pick him up.
Matt Easterday the other night hit one that probably would have been out here. It was a one-hopper over the wall at Shiloh, so he could make somebody happy here.
0-1 pitch on the way. That one hit him. He was looking to bunt. It broke inside and hit him around the hip area. Easterday trotting down to first. He's okay, showing first base coach Derek Coggins where he was hit. He appears to be okay. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a bases loaded, no one out situation here in the Hard Luck Cafe wing-ding inning to boot. And Ryan Allen and Victor Partee of Covington, Georgia, P-A-R-T-E-E, Victor Partee of Covington, may have a chance to pick himself up 100 hot wings from the Hard Luck Cafe if Ryan Allen can go deep. Allen is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. The stretch, the first pitch to him, bounce towards shortstop. McNally picks it up, flips to second for 1. The throw to first, not in time. The Rams put 1 across. They lead it 8-2. Forced at second base is Easterday, 6-4 in the scorebook. Allen reaches on the fielder's choice, and the Rams put another one up there.
Ryan with a good hustle down the line. The ball was hit hard enough where it could have possibly been a double play, but he got down the line in plenty of time to where they weren't able to complete the double play, and the Rams still with plenty going here.
Well, the base is no longer loaded, but Chris Kane can still win 60 hot wings. Brian Moon 1 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch also, and he's crossed the plate twice. Ryan Allen away from first, not going on the first pitch, which is a called strike. 0-1 to Moon. Ryan Allen without a stolen base in this game, and he may want to join that stolen base parade for the Rams. Throw to first, and he is back in. Winder Barrow not afraid to throw to first base, despite the fact that there is a runners at the corner situation.
And once again, like we talked before, I'd be real surprised if Ryan doesn't go here.
Stretch and the pitch, bounce towards second base. Sauls cutting across, makes the play. He throws to first for the out. Another run comes across. The Winder infield was back. So Moon will score. That's Ryan Moon being driven in by Brian Moon with a B. And it's 9-2, Newton on top.
And Brian just kept the ball in play and got another run home. At this point in time, every run we're picking up is one we don't have to worry about getting back.
Luke Allen is 2 for 2. He bats for Vic Orgo of Covington. The stretch. Pitcher checks the runner. His pitch called strike, 0-1. Luke Allen has gone deep once, and that was only yesterday. And in this game, he has continued the hot hitting. Has a run scored to his credit. Also an RBI. Rams up now 9-2. We're in the third. Allen swings and misses. Allred dropped down sidearm and threw an off-speed pitch, which had the lefty out in front.
He really does have kind of an odd type motion, and as you say, you see nothing but elbows and knees and shoulders and everything whirling at you.
0-2 pitch on the way. Curveball up high, 1-2. Allred tried to take something off, but telegraphed that pitch when he did, and Luke Allen wisely staying away from it.
You're right. He kind of said, look, here comes a changeup. Don't be fooled by this.
And Luke Allen was not. The 1-2 swung on, bounced on the ground towards second. Sauls across, on to first for out number 3. No winners in the Hard Luck Cafe wing-ding inning, but nonetheless a good productive inning for the Newton Rams. 2 runs. They did not have a base hit in the inning. There was 1 Winder Barrow error. 1 man left on base. The Rams now up 9-2 as we go to the top half of inning number 4. A completely different game from what we thought we'd see after half an inning. You are listening to Newton Ram Baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
Hey, Carl, the greenskeeper here for the Hard Luck Cafe. You know, that's that little red building down by Nationwise. After a hard day hunting varmints on the golf course, I love to stop by and get some hot wings from the Hard Luck Cafe. They've got them all the way from that extra mile up to my favorite, TNT. It's a real Cinderella story how Randy has become king of the wings. So stop by and see Randy or call him at 787-0421. When you do, tell him Carl sent you and maybe he'll give me a free wing or something. Remember, that's 787-0421.
If you're a serious sports fan crying out for serious sports talk, then you need to tune in to WGFS AM 1430 every Saturday between 10 and 12 as we bring you Sports Source Weekly, sports talk for the serious sports fan. Todd Q. Chapman and Kevin Holden will be fielding your phone calls. We'll be discussing a variety of sports on the professional level, collegiate level, as well as local high school sports. That is Sports Source Weekly, Heard every Saturday between 10 and 12 with Todd Q. Chapman and Kevin Holden, right here on WGFS AM 1430.
And welcome back to Riverside Park as the Newton Rams continue to lead the Bulldogs with 2 Gs. And here to tell you about it, Kevin Holden.
Tony Allred swings and drives one toward the gap. It's in for a hit, and it should be extra bases. Allred around first. He heads for second. Dawson off balance throw. A double for Tony Allred, who has a very unusual batting stance. Tall, left-handed batter. Brings the bat way back behind him. If you've seen Deion James, who used to play for the Braves, very similar stance. But when he drives through the ball, he hits it hard. He's seen 2 pitches, and he's driven them both to the right center field gap.
Good job of hitting there. He really ripped it into the gap. And now's not the time to start giving up a lot of base hits. Richie's going to have to bear down.
Chuck Russell takes a strike here, 0-1. Russell, Chad Sauls, and Trey Yearwood, the next 3 batters for the Bulldogs. We are in the top of the 4th. Cleary takes a look at Allred and comes home. Russell was trying to bunt. He either touched it and hit it foul, or he missed it completely because it's 0-2. A strike call from the home plate umpire. That one, by the time we saw it, was on the ground and in foul territory. So Russell in a hole 0-2. Moon with the sign, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, it's away from Moon. Runner heads for third. He'll be in safely, sliding. Moon will not throw down there. That one, a wild pitch against Richie Cleary.
Brian did a good job of blocking the ball, keeping it in front of him, but it hit so far out in front of him that when it finally struck him, it kicked about 15 feet down the first baseline. And Brian did the right thing with a 7-run lead, not throwing down there, because there's no sense to give away a run.
Russell takes one up high with the fastball, 2-2. Rams with 1 run in the first, 6 on 6 hits in the second, and 2 more without a base hit in the third. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. First out of the inning. And another strikeout for Richie Cleary, who now has 5. And if you take a look at the walk total, the last 2 games, that's what the Rams have done so well. Last game, in 8 innings, the Rams walked 1 batter. That was Jeffrey Norman walking a man in the 8th. In this game, Richie Cleary, no bases on balls so far. Chad Sauls, the hitter, he's 0-1, swings and bounces one right off the leg, and he is hobbled down there. That has got to be painful. Anybody who's done that knows the pain of that, and Sauls taking a long run up the first baseline, trying to shake that off. It's 0-1.
Ball kind of hits down right off the inside of your lead foot. That's why you see a lot of hitters in the major leagues, particularly wearing a modified shin guard protecting that. David Justice, I believe, wears one. Terry Pendleton always wore one. It just can hurt so much and literally almost cripple you.
The 0-1 swung on, bounced towards short. Ryan Allen deep in the hole, has a long throw to make. Not in time. Saul's safe at first base. Credit him with a base hit. Allred stays put at third base. Close play at first. Newton Ram fans were looking for the out there. That was a long throw for Allen to make. A good, accurate one, but just not in time.
Ryan made a real good play getting to the ball and a good, accurate throw, and it was bang-bang down there at first base, and really could have gone either way. Newton fans not real happy with the call, though.
You can tell when you are in Newton Ram territory and on their turf at Riverside Park. They make serious noise here. Throw to first base. That one's close. Coughlin almost applied the tag on Sauls before he could get back there, but Sauls just got in. First and third for the Winder Barrow Bulldogs with 1 down. Trey Yearwood struck out his first time. He takes one up high for ball 1. He struck out on 3 pitches in his first at bat and missed each of them by at least a foot. That's the first pitch he's taken tonight. Another throw over to first, and once again, Sauls on the first base bag.
As easily as Richie handled him last time, and he's not just worried too much about the run. Just come after this hitter and go ahead and get the second out.
There's a swing and a hard grounder towards second. Charging is Moon. He'll go to short for 1. Throw to first is into the Winder dugout. So a run will score as Coughlin retrieves it. Safe at first base on the fielder's choice is Yearwood. Well hit ball. Moon with a good turn toward Ryan Allen at second base, but that throw had to be rushed to first.
And the ball having gone into the dugout and kicking back out, the runner is awarded second base. So call an error on Ryan Allen on the throw there.
For Allen, his 4th error of the season, all of them coming while he's been playing shortstop, which is going to be his new position now. He's going to settle in to that shortstop position just about every day as the Rams have Ryan Moon, the young one, out there at second base now. And something the Rams haven't had the luxury of being able to do the last few years. Most of the time, one of those middle infielders also pitches, and so the middle infield defense gets shaken up or it gets twisted in some way if someone comes in to pitch from that middle infield spot. But now with two set middle infielders who don't pitch, the Rams will have those two out there every inning they can play.
And it looks like we've got a pinch hitter coming up there, Kevin.
We'll check and see who that is in just a moment. The pitch hitter for Ashley Morrow, right-handed batter, swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Moon gives the sign to Cleary. Leading away from second base is Yearwood, the 0-1. Another swing and a miss, and way out in front there. Count goes to 0-2. So Morrow in his first at-bat grounded out, and he is lifted here for the pinch hitter. Stretch, the 0-2 pitch, high, 1-2. Winder came into this game at 9-3, 1-0 in sub-region play. The Rams coming in with a record of 12-1. The 1-2 outside, 2-2. The only team ahead of the Rams in the state rankings is Evans High School. Evans already has 3 losses in 95. 2-2 pitch, swung on, bounced down the third baseline, but foul. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Richie working carefully to this hitter. Made a good pitch with the 2-strike count just outside the strike zone. The hitter almost going after it.
Runner at second base here for the Bulldogs, but with 2 down. After the first half inning, if you're a Ram fan, your heart had to sink just a little. Winder looked to be a very tough team, but the Ram Bats are there tonight as much as they've ever been this season. Bouncer towards second base. Ryan Moon has it. The busy second baseman throws to first to retire the pinch hitter and
the AirTouch Cellular Small Market Agent of the Year Award. This means East Metro Communications outperformed 35 other AirTouch Cellular agents. Their customer service record has put them ahead of the competition. This is the 14th time East Metro has been recognized for outstanding performance. That's East Metro Communications Incorporated, 7115 Highway 278, 786-6796. And now through May 13th, new customers and some existing ones may be eligible for $100 airtime free. Call or stop by for details. That's East Metro Communications, located on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-6796. East Metro Communications is an authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, the new name for Pactel.
And welcome back to Riverside Park as Kevin Holden and Bill Dolan bring you Rams baseball. And thanks to the concession stand below, we're having a nice cold Sprite to wet our whistles.
That's right, Bill. We most certainly are. They give it to us every game, as a matter of fact. We thank them for that. Go on down and purchase some candy, hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever you'd like. Richie Cleary, the first man up, takes the first pitch and the second one, both of them for balls, so 2-0. Cleary followed by Sam Allen and Chris Middlebrooks. Rams offense coming alive. They're up 9-3 as we go here to the bottom half of inning number 4. We're at Riverside Park, and if you want to see some live hitting, be here. Come on out if you're in the area. Watch the Rams at Newton High School. The 2-0 bounced foul at home plate, 2-1.
Richie Cleary up there wanting to help himself some more. Last time up, hit that long shot to right center field to drive home 2 runs and add to his team-leading lead of 3 home runs for the season.
2-1 pitch on the way. Bounced right over the pitcher's mound and towards second. Saul's cutting across. A one-hopper in the dirt. A good dig from Ashley Morrow at first base. Cleary is out 4-3. Richie Cleary bounced that one in what looked like the perfect spot, but good range from Sauls, and the throw to first base was almost an AstroTurf throw. About 15 feet in front of first base it bounced, and so Morrow able to make the play.
And the Rams in kind of a rut. The last 3 hitters have grounded out to the second baseman.
So we've definitely proved that Sauls can field the ball. Let's try a couple of other of these Bulldog people here. Sam Allen, the next man up, swings and drives one past the shortstop and past the third baseman, right in that hole into left field for a hit. That was a much better spot to hit the ball than second base, as Sam Allen picks up his first hit of the game.
And Sam's got to be happy about that. He's done a little bit of base running, got out there, sliding into second base, and made a couple of good plays defensively, and now with a base hit to his credit there. Did a good job jumping on the first pitch and driving it through the hole between third and short.
There will be a conference of Bulldog infielders at the mound. There are now two teams in this sub-region called the Bulldogs, but you can tell them apart this way. The Rockdale Bulldogs are spelled with one G, and the Winder Barrow Bulldogs have two G's. There once was a Billy Joel song, Don't Ask Me Why. Chris Middlebrooks, the hitter, he's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out in his 2 trips up. He takes one outside. Just a reminder, the Newton Rams tomorrow evening play Escambia, Florida, right here at Riverside Park in Newton High School. A Georgia team and a Florida team going head-to-head. Throwing over to first is Allred. Sam Allen back in. But you can hear that live on WGFS. It's going to be a late start, sometime during the 7 o'clock hour, perhaps even as late as 8. We don't know for sure because 3 games will be played in front of that one. Another throw to first. Sam Allen is back. So depending on what happens with those 3 games, that will affect the start of the Newton Rams and the team from Escambia, Florida. Another throw over, and once again, Sam Allen right there.
Kind of an interesting thing, Fayette County will also be out here, and their junior varsity and varsity are going to play Escambia also. So Escambia junior varsity team will play a doubleheader, as will their varsity throughout the day. That's a full day of baseball. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, come on out to Riverside Park. The JV game with Newton taking on Escambia starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
1-0 pitch, a little high. It goes to 2-0. And, of course, bring your radio with you to Riverside Park and listen in to our star-studded lineup here on WGFS. Saturday is loaded, I promise. The stretch, and Allred delivers, swinging a line drive foul back to the screen, 2-1. We started off, of course, with Encore, and then the Saturday morning Super Trivia Spectacular with a guest host and a guest co-host. Tomorrow, you'll just have to tune in and see who that is. That's from 9 to 10. Sports Source Weekly from 10 to 12. Then we'll bring you Car Talk with Jim Burton, followed by American Gold, and then after American Gold, Newton Ram Baseball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Middlebrooks. Swings and misses here. Runner goes for second. The throw down not in time. And another stolen base, this one from Sam Allen, as the Rams continue to run on the arm of Heath Kennedy.
And another good head-first slide by Sam Allen. Not quite the good distance he got on the last skid. This one's only about 13 feet 5 inches.
He had to do that to get under the throw as the shortstop McNally had to jump to catch that throw down to second. The 2-2 curveball called strike 3. Allred came down sidearm and had the righty fooled as Middlebrooks goes down here. The first time a Ram has been caught looking in this game. 4th strikeout for Winder pitching. And here's Lance Cawthon 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Be nice to go ahead and pick up that run down there at second base and get into the double figures mark and pick up the run that they gave up to the Bulldogs last inning.
Stretch, first pitch to Cawthon. He swings and misses. Looked fooled on that one. It's 0-1.
Every chance the Rams have had, they have run on the base paths tonight. Heath Kennedy really has a tendency to sail the ball when he throws to bases. Every throw to second base has been up over the head of the infielder, several of them going all the way into center field.
Runner takes his lead. The pitch, a little low and outside, ball 1. And Cawthon still adjusting to the delivery of the big lanky right-hander, Tony Allred, who will come down 3/4 or even sidearm against the right-handed batter, even against lefties. We've seen him do that against Luke Allen. The 1-1 pitch. Overhand fastball, called strike. It's 1-2.
Lance Cawthon not real happy with the call there. He checked his swing and thought the ball might have gone a little bit outside, but the umpire raised the right hand.
Sam Allen in scoring position, leading away. He's going for third. Pitch is called strike 3. The throw down is unimportant completely, as Cawthon caught looking. 2 straight batters with a backwards K in the scorebook, and that's the end of the inning. The Rams with no runs, 1 hit. They leave a runner stranded at second base. We have played 4 innings from Riverside Park in a sub-region 8 Quad A South matchup, and the Rams on top of this one 9-3. Newton Ram Baseball, WGFS, AM 1430.
When you need insurance, here's the first thing you should do. Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
I'm just starting out on my own. I know the importance of life insurance to protect obligations, like my new car loan. But is there an insurance program that I can fit into my budget?
No problem with Auto Owners 10-year level term insurance.
How will I know this is the right kind of life insurance for me?
Auto Owners 10-year level term provides low-cost level protection and can be converted to permanent insurance later.
Who can I talk to find out more about Auto Owners 10-year level term insurance?
Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
See Steele Jones Insurance Agency, located on Floyd Street Southeast in Covington. Or call 786-9213, your auto owner's agent.
Auto owners, the no problem people.
And welcome back to Newton Ram Baseball. The Rams on top as we head to the 5th inning already. Here with the play-by-play, Kevin Holden.
Bill, thank you very much. That's Bill Dolan. Lamont Rogers takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Rogers started off this game by striking out. He's also grounded out. Rogers followed by Dustin McNally and Clint Edwards. There's a swing and a high one-hopper. Ryan Moon has a long way to go, but he makes the play. His throw in time to get the speedy Rogers at first base. Moon had a lot to do on that play, but Plug, as they call him, made a great play out at second.
And you have to be impressed with the youngster as he continues to exhibit the good tendencies in the field. Waited on that one, couldn't do anything, but then made the good strong throw, and Lance Cawthon getting out of the way in a hurry as the runner tried to slide into first base down there.
Here's Dustin McNally. He's 0 for 1. He's also been hit by a pitch. Winder had 3 hits in the first, and since then, only 2. Called strike. First pitch to McNally. It's 0-1. The Rams in this game with a total of 8 base hits as they put 9 across. Winder on their 5 hits have 3 runs on the scoreboard. The pitch missing a little high. Pretty close with the fastball. It's 1-1.
When Richie hasn't been throwing strikes, he's been very close to the strike zone. He's been around it all night doing a great job.
1-1. Fouled back to the screen. McNally with a good cut, but fouled it straight back.
With as many games the Rams are having to play this week, it sure would be nice if Richie could give them the complete game job here and rest that bullpen a little bit.
Rams have 5 games, are in their 4th of 5 this week. The 1-2, low and outside, ball 2. And the successful teams, especially in high school, are going to need those long games, those complete games, rest the bullpen, because the Rams have only 2 games next week, but very crucial ones. 2-2, called strike 3, outside corner. Looked as if Cleary dropped a curveball over there, and another strikeout for him. That is strikeout number 6.
Great pitch there by Richie. Took a little something off it, as you say, a little bit of a curve breaking ball. Really fooled Dustin McNally. I think he was looking for the old number 1 and just could not pull the string at all.
Clint Edwards taking the first pitch about 5 feet out in front of home plate. 1-0. Cleary may have tried to throw that one a little too hard.
And 5 feet in front of home plate, that would make it about a 55-footer then, as they call it, right?
Our resident mathematician, Bill Dolan. What would we do without the math skills of Bill Dolan?
Well, somebody has to measure those skid marks of Sam Allen out there.
1-0 the count to Clint Edwards. He is 1 for 2 in this game. The pitch. There's a called strike. It's 1-1.
Richie coming right back with a good hard fastball outside corner, and he's doing a great job of staying in every count.
And he's also working quickly. 1-1. Edwards swings and misses. And a high, hard fastball, 1-2. Edwards, the Winder Barrow Bulldog third baseman. The 1-2 pitch, line hard and on the ground towards second. Ryan Moon comes across. This one gets by him. Safe at first base will be Edwards. That's an error on Ryan Moon, who has handled a tremendous number of chances today, but that's the first miscue that he's made.
Appeared just to take his eye off that one just a little bit as it came to and let it roll up his arm and just past him. But as many chances he's handled, we can let him get away with one. I think he'll settle back down now and be there. He's made some good plays, and we'll give everybody one. And another pinch hitter coming up here, Kevin.
This pinch hitter, it's a pinch runner, actually, at first base, and we'll check and see who that is in just a moment. Heath Kennedy is the man at home plate. The Winder Barrow head coach confused us a little as he was talking with the home plate umpire. It appeared as if he was motioning toward the hitter. It was actually toward first base, where there is a pinch runner. Heath Kennedy 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice. He came around to score back in the first inning. Struck out. the fourth of Richie Cleary's 6 strikeouts. That was in the third. First pitch in the dirt. Moon with a good stop. It's 1-0.
Brian Moon with a real good job of getting over and getting in front of it. Lost sight of the ball for a moment, but he had kept it in front of him. Got a little help from his teammates letting him know where it was, and they were able to keep the runner at first base.
You mentioned the pitching as the 1-0 a called strike, 1-1. The Rams used 2 pitchers on Monday, one of them being Luke Allen. They used 2 pitchers on Wednesday, Lance Cawthon and Brent Johnson, and used 3 pitchers on Thursday, so they would not mind the complete game. This one hit toward Moon and past him yet again, and all hands will be safe. Ryan Moon at second base is being tested out there. 2 straight ground balls that he's misplayed.
Hard shot hit right to him. Had the ball down in front of him, but then it kind of trickled through his legs. I thought he was going to be able to come up with it and make the play. I hope it doesn't rattle the youngster here now. He just needs to get it behind him and settle down. There's been no harm done, and if we can go ahead and get out of the inning, then it's just something that's behind him and gone.
Tony Allred is one hitter who hasn't been fooled by Richie Cleary yet. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of line drive hits. Here he takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. That makes 3 pitches that Allred has seen tonight. He swung at the first one, drilled it to right field his first time for a single. Second time up, took the first pitch into the gap for a double. This one is inside and by Moon. The runners move up a base. So second and third now with 2 down. That one will be a wild pitch. Richie Cleary's second of the game.
Richie was cruising right along, and all of a sudden a couple of errors on hard-hit balls by the second baseman. Richie doesn't... I guess they're ruining that ball. Hit him on the play, Kevin.
They're intentionally walking him, I think, is what's going to happen. Either that or he was hit. One of the two, he's at first base. But with the runners moved up, they may have decided to put him on with the tremendous hitting job that he did. Called strike outside corner, 0-1. Both of us took our eyes off the action for just a moment, and when we looked up, Allred was trotting toward first base. The wind, the 0-1 pitch, grounded hard toward short. Ryan Allen takes it. He will flip to second, and Moon catches that one cleanly and ends the inning in good fashion. Winder Barrow does not score in the inning. They had no base hits. There were 2 Ram errors and 2 men left on base. We have played 4.5 innings. Your score is 9-3. The Newton Rams on top. Newton Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
If you want to save money on a great chainsaw, you want the Husqvarna 51. Because right now at Coast to Coast Home and Auto, you can pick up the powerful, reliable, and lightweight Husqvarna 51 for only $329.95. That's a savings of $70. With 3.1 cubic inches, the Husky 51 has the power to do some serious cutting. Thanks to an extra-large air intake and filter, it runs clean and cool. It weighs just over 11 pounds and features a combination choke idle for easy starting. What's more, it has one of the industry's lowest vibration ratings. It all adds up to a saw that lets you do a lot more with a lot less effort. No wonder professional loggers choose Husqvarna. So pick up your own Husqvarna, the Husky 51, and save big. It's just $329.95 at Coast to Coast Home and Auto. Call them at 786-7979 for more information, or see them on the square in downtown Covington.
At the Farm and Garden Depot on Emory Street behind Burger King, we specialize in personal service. April 10th through the 15th, FRM Chick Days. Fun, feed, and fellowship for the whole family. Free straight-run chicks with any feed purchase. 4 chicks per family. Bullets will be sold at cost, only 85 cents each. Also, look for special coupons this week in the Covington Shopper. Farm and Garden Depot on Emory Street in Covington, 787-3870.
And welcome back to Riverside Park, Newton Rams, as we head to the bottom of 5, and here's Kevin Holden.
Okay, Bill Dolan, thank you very much. First man up is Ryan Moon. He is 1 out of 2, takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. It's Ryan Moon, Matt Easterday, and Ryan Allen. 8, 9, and 1 spots in the order due up for the Rams here in the bottom half of the 5th. Rams lead this one by 6, thanks to that 6-run second inning on 6 hits. The Rams stringing 6 back-to-back base hits. There's a called strike near the outside corner, 1-1. Ryan Moon was the first of those 6 straight base hits. He came around to score. He swings here and pops one foul behind the screen on the first base side. Goes in a hole, 1-2.
The important thing about that rally, too, everything came with 2 outs. And when you can get those 2-out rallies going, that can really break the back of another team.
That's exactly what has happened here. It's the difference in this one so far. A 1-2 pitch outside, Allred dropping down sidearm with a changeup, but that one about 2.5 feet outside. It evens this count at 2-2.
Really tall and lanky out there on the mound. He probably goes, what, about 6'4", 6'5", maybe?
2-2 pitch, line right back up the middle. Second baseman Sauls behind the bag is throw to first. He has passed the first baseman. Moon will be safe. It'll be a base hit for him. That second baseman, Chad Sauls, cheats a step or two up the middle, but he has made some tremendous plays out there at second. He has ranged actually to the shortstop side of the second base bag on this play, as the only thing that kept that from being an out was a bad throw.
And actually the ball slowed down a little as it went back up the mound, up through the middle. Appeared to hit the rubber, just getting by the pitcher, Tony Allred. Great play by the second baseman, but not a good throw.
Easterday lines one towards second. Second baseman picks this one, his throw. Out there, out at first base, yes, a double play. 4-6-3 in the scorebook. Chad Sauls bobbled it momentarily, but recovered in time, and that ball was hit hard enough so that they could still turn the double play.
Close play down at first base. I thought maybe Matt Easterday had beat it, but the umpire didn't give him the call. Newton fans hooting and hollering a little bit about the call.
Here's Ryan Allen, 1 for 3, a single. He's also reached on a fielder's choice. He struck out to lead off the game for the Rams and give kind of an ominous beginning, but since then the Rams have done quite well. He's bunting here. It's right up the third baseline. The catcher, Heath Kennedy, takes it. His throw not in time. Ryan Allen, a bunt base hit. And so the Rams now taking advantage of what they perceive as a weakness on the Winder Barrow side, and they are fully taking advantage of that.
Good bunt there by Ryan Allen, though. Got it out in front of home plate. The catcher did a good job of getting to the ball, but once again, not having the strongest arm around, was not able to get off a good throw and bounced in the dirt. But I think Ryan had it beat anyhow, so we're definitely going to give him a base hit on that.
And so Moon comes up now. Moon also 1 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, his 7th of the year, scored a pair of runs as well. Throw to first. Ryan Allen is back in. If the Rams can hang on and win this game, it'll be lucky win number 13 with only 1 loss so far this year for the Newton Rams. And tomorrow they take on Escambia, Florida. Afterwards, 2 tough games next week. Ryan Allen away. He is going. Pitches inside. Here's the throw down to second base. This time they got him. A good throw from Heath Kennedy, but the shortstop, Dustin McNally, had to come across, running to the first base side and reach back to make the tag on Ryan Allen. Caught stealing 2-6 in your scorebook. 2 hits for the Rams, but no runs and no one left on base. And after 5 innings, the Rams still on top here. Your score, the Rams 9 and the Winder Barrow Bulldogs 3. Ram baseball on WGFS AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating at 786-4937. They'll send them packing: termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls. The people at East Metro Communications know that it's not nice to brag, but they have got to do it. They want everyone to know that they have received the AirTouch Cellular Small Market Agent of the Year Award. This means East Metro Communications outperformed 35 other AirTouch Cellular agents. Their customer service record has put them ahead of the competition. This is the 14th time East Metro has been recognized for outstanding performance. That's East Metro Communications Incorporated, 7115 Highway 278, 786-6796. And now through May 13th, new customers and some existing ones may be eligible for $100 airtime free. Call or stop by for details. That's East Metro Communications, located on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-6796. East Metro Communications is an authorized agent for AirTouch Cellular, the new name for Pactel.
1430 WGFS and Newton Ram Baseball live from Riverside Park. In the top half of the 6th, Chad Sauls will lead it off for the Bulldogs. He takes a hard fastball, low and inside for ball 1. Chad Sauls followed by Trey Yearwood and Ashley Morrow. And a lot of chatter going on around here on the Newton Ram side about something big that's going on tomorrow a raffle that the Newton High Dugout Club is sponsoring. They're raising funds for purchasing uniforms and equipment for the baseball team. Cleary into the wind. His 1-0 pitch is behind Sauls and back to the screen. 2-0. Cleary had a little trouble with that one. He's showing the dugout that his grip may have been a little off on that one. A brand new 1994 Ford Ranger XLT will be raffled tomorrow. 2-0 pitch is low. It goes to 3-0. Only 225 tickets will be distributed. The cost is a $100 donation to the Dugout Club. That's tax deductible, by the way. Wind end the 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike, the old automatic 3-1. But there will be several other prizes in addition to the pickup that will be awarded. The drawing is scheduled to start tomorrow at approximately 3 p.m. Swinging a hard line drive, foul down the third base line. It makes it 3-2. There's a full day of activities planned at the field. Fayette County will be here. Escambia, Florida will be here. A quadruple header starting at 10 a.m., culminating with the Newton Rams and the team from Escambia tomorrow at about 7:30 or so from here at Riverside Park. And if you've bought a ticket, you'll have a chance tomorrow to pick up a Ford Ranger XLT for only $100. That's a donation. And I know of a few people who are in that drawing who will be quite excited if their name is drawn. There's a swing and a hard line drive right into the Ram dugout. Scatters a few people down there.
I know somebody in particular that'll probably be overjoyed, and we'll hopefully be able to bring you that winner during tomorrow night's ball game.
They'll be drawing throughout the afternoon for prizes. Maybe we can get a prize list and let some of the folks out there who aren't able to make it out to the park know who won which prizes. Chad Sauls, 1 for 2, awaits the payoff pitch. Chops at this one, grounds it back to the mound on a half swing. Cleary has it. And the tag made by Cawthon for out number 1. And the Winder Barrow runner saying something to Lance Cawthon. He may have just been tossed from this game. Lance Cawthon and Chad Sauls had some words, and Sauls pointing a finger at Cawthon. The umpire made a motion for Sauls back toward the dugout. He may have tossed him from this game.
And I believe you're right, Kevin. The home plate umpire out writing something down. For some reason, the runner ran kind of hard into Lance down there at first base. Lance turned and maybe said something to him. But then the second sacker from the Bulldogs got right in Lance Cawthon's face and literally stuck a finger up in his face. And at that point in time, the umpire got in between, and I believe Chad Sauls added something else to it, and that got him an early exit and an early trip to the showers.
But it's good to see that, and you like to see it from a field umpire. He isn't going to let anything escalate at all. As soon as Sauls was talking to Cawthon, he was ejected from this game, and it happened very quick. The quick discipline will keep some things like that from being said further. But, of course, the third base coach from Winder has some choice words for that field umpire. He is all the way down at first base talking with him, with the first base coach trying to ignore what's going on and standing with his arms folded watching home plate where absolutely nothing is going on. Brian Moon just sitting there.
And there goes the Winder Barrow head coach, as he now has been ejected by the first base umpire, and he's going to come back and get his money's worth now since he's already been tossed.
Well, since he's been ejected, he can say pretty much what he wants. He'll be suspended for the next game, by the way, as will that second baseman, Chad Sauls. They'll be suspended the next time that they play. We don't know exactly when that is, but neither will be able to be at that game. At least they won't be able to be on the field. And Joe Brassfield and the Ram infield going to go out to the mound and have a conversation while all this is going on. Coach Brassfield not wanting to disrupt the concentration of the Rams right now. He's going to have an inspirational talk with them out there.
And he checked with the umpire before he went out there. I think he wanted to make sure he could just get a free trip out there. This won't go against a visit to the mound, as normally with your second visit to the mound with an inning, you have to make a pitching change. So this one won't count as a visit since he checked it with the umpire.
Here's Trey Yearwood. He's 0 for 2 as order is finally restored. Lance Cawthon in a very interesting position at first base. He is closest of any of the Ram players to the Winder Barrow dugout, and I'm sure most of them will have some chatter out for him the rest of this game. First pitch to Yearwood. There's a called strike. That one caught the inside corner, 0-1.
And, of course, the Rams have to make a visit up to Winder Barrow later in the year, so you wonder if there might be some bad blood brewing already.
0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. Rams made an impression on the Bulldogs in football season when they went up there and played what was at that time a ranked team in the top 10 in Quad A and beat them in their home turf. Swinging a hard ground ball past Cawthon and down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Rounding first is Yearwood. He heads for second. Here's the throw there. It's a good one, but not in time. Yearwood goes in standing up. Might have been wise to slide there. That was a lot closer than it looked at first. A good throw from the right fielder, Michael Doss.
Michael doesn't get a whole lot of opportunity to play, but he did a good job getting over, cutting that ball off in the corner, and then made a good, strong throw just about 2 feet off the base. And Ryan Allen kind of decoying there, not acting like the ball wasn't coming, trying to lure the runner into coming up standing, and almost got him at on the play.
Here's Ashley Morrow. He's 0 for 1. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. His one at bat was in the second. He grounded out to the second baseman. Cleary takes a look at that runner at second base and comes home, and Morrow swings and misses, 1-1. Moon with the sign. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a called strike. That one caught the inside corner. Count goes to 1-2. The Ram ERA at 2.23, and they're helping their own cause here with the 3 runs. Of course, all the ones here have been earned. There's a swing and a miss. Cleary came back after Ashley Morrow with a high fastball, but it was out of the strike zone, about 6 inches off the outside corner, a perfect spot, and Morrow could not catch up with it.
And by my count, Kevin, that's 7 strikeouts now for Richie Cleary.
And no walks for Cleary, which is the key thing. Pitch outside, 1-0 to Lamont Rogers. Rogers is 0 for 3. And for any pitcher, if you can stay away from the walks, and you have the stuff that some of these Ram pitchers do, you're going to be quite successful. Snap throw to second base, not in time. The pitch was a called strike, so 1-1 to Rogers. Moon thinking about catching Yearwood, napping down at second base, but nothing doing.
And Brian Moon to Ryan Moon almost caught the runner napping, but he did just get back in time.
1-1 pitch, called strike, and off speed from Cleary, 1-2. One more pitch, the Rams could be out of this one without a run coming across. The 1-2, swung on and missed. Cleary runs for the third base dugout after strikeout number 8. The Winder Barrow Bulldogs, no runs, 1 hit, they leave a man on base, and after 5.5 innings of play, the number 2 ranked Newton Rams on top of this one, 9-3. Newton Ram Baseball, WGFS, AM 1430.
For the best in chiropractic care, visit 482-1114.
Charles Evans Nissan refuses to be undersold. We will meet or beat any advertised price on any in-stock unit. If you are tired of high pressure and the runaround, come to Charles Evans Nissan in Conyers. We put the fun back into buying a car. Charles Evans Nissan is located at 1420 Irish Drive in Conyers, 922-7600. Remember, Charles Evans Nissan, we won't be undersold. That's 922-7600.
And welcome back to Riverside Park. Newton Rams trying to do it again. And here to bring you the play-by-play as we head to the bottom of the 6th. One half of the dynamic duo, the man himself, Kevin Holden.
Okay, Bill Dolan, who with me comprise the dynamic duo. Thank you very much. Here in the bottom of the 6th, it's Brian Moon, Luke Allen, and Richie Cleary. 2, 3, and 4 spots for the Newton Rams, who have now put 9 on the scoreboard. However, the bats have been held silent the last 2 innings as Tony Allred has come in and has done a fine job. He has not allowed a run since entering this game in the 3rd. We are now in the 6th. Moon swings and foul tips one right at home plate. It's 0-1.
Kind of a strange inning last inning. The Rams with 2 hits but only sent 3 batters to the plate, the double play, and then Ryan Allen with the caught stealing on a questionable call down at second base to end the inning.
Moon, the switch hitter, batting from the left side, takes a strike. Allred dropping down with an off-speed pitch, curving it right around that outside corner, 0-2. Heath Kennedy has the sign, gives that to Tony Allred. He delivers. Fastball missing, 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there, particularly the way most of these umpires have been calling the outside corner. It took a lot for Brian to take that pitch.
And he'll await the 1-2 offering and bounce it foul down the first base side, just past the Winder Barrow dugout. Last 2 years, the Rams have moved over to the third base dugout, and it's done them quite well. Last year, they advanced to the state's Final Four, finished with a record of 26 wins, 8 losses, and 1 tie. If the Rams win here, they'll have half as many wins already as they did last year. Here's the difference. 1 loss. Only 1. Stretch the 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2.
We've seen a few of those launch pitches there as that one almost over the catcher's head again.
Winder Barrow has had a little trouble with control, but they haven't had that many walks, just a lot of wild pitches, and every once in a while, one of them gets away. Pitch is swung on and bounced foul. Count stays even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Since coming into this one, Allred has allowed 3 base hits, all of them singles, but no runs. He has not walked a batter. He struck out 2.
Good job of protecting the plate there by Brian Moon. It was kind of a slow breaking ball, and he waited and waited and was able to foul it off and stay alive in the count.
The stretch, the 2-2 pitch, bounced foul, first base side. Derek Coggins lets it go by this time. That one may have been out of his range.
Coach does a pretty good job at balls hit at him, but as you said, his range not quite like it used to be when he was a little younger, I guess.
That one, after about 3 steps, he decided to give up on and let Winder's first baseman, Ashley Morrow, take it on the carom from the right field fence. Stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Popped up shallow left field. This one could be trouble. Russell coming in, had a bad jump, but recovered and made the catch for the first out. And Chuck Russell at times has shown tremendous speed in left field.
That time he kind of ended up having to surround that ball, as it appeared he maybe lost it in the lights a little bit, kind of doing a double take and a hesitation. Appears to have great speed when he reads the ball right. He misread one earlier that landed in front of him.
Here's Luke Allen. He is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a run scored. First pitch to him, a little outside. The Rams come into this game with a team batting average of .303. They've hit 8 homers. The opponent's hitting .227 with only 4 homers. 1-0 pitch to Luke Allen inside. That one nearly hit him. It's now 2-0.
Luke had to skip the rope a little bit to get out of the way of that one, as it hit in the dirt right at his feet. And good thing to get out of the way of that, because that can really hurt if that catches you on the tootsies down there.
And when you're up by 6, you don't need to take one for the team. You can sit and wait to take your cuts. Pitch is outside. It goes to 3-0. The Rams with 6 stolen bases in this game. Correct that and make that 5, giving them 39 in. They've had 6 attempts today, 5 out of 6. There's the called strike, the automatic on the 3-0 pitch. It's now 3-1. The opponents coming into this game, Ram opponents, had only 9 stolen bases compared to the now 39 for the Newton Rams. 3-1 pitch, line toward left field. Will it stay fair? No. It is foul by a couple of feet.
Good idea there by Luke Allen, trying to just serve it over the third baseman's head down that left field line. Landed about 1.5 feet foul. If that ball's fair, Luke with an easy double.
That would be his second of the game. He is one of the team leaders in extra base hits. He has 4, 3 doubles and a homer. Counting the one today, that makes 5. 4 of which have been 2 base hits. Allred peers in at Heath Kennedy. Pitching from the stretch with no one on base. The 3-2 pitch bounced towards second base. Second baseman had a long way to run, and Clint Edwards couldn't come up with it. It'll be a clean base hit for Luke Allen. Clint Edwards, who has just gone over to play second, as Winder Barrow had to make a few defensive changes after Chad Sauls was ejected for saying a little something that was not very good in the view of the first base umpire. Said that to Lance Cawthon. He was ejected. Clint Edwards moved over to second. Philip Bell came in to play third.
Had a long way to go to try to get that ball. Got a glove on it, but was unable to stop it. Another base hit for Luke Allen.
And Richie Cleary takes one low and outside, ball 1. Cleary is 1 for 3, but he made his 1-hit count as he drove it over the right center field wall and the Hard Luck Cafe sign. Throw to first base. Luke Allen is back in.
And unfortunately for some lucky person or unlucky person, it was an inning too soon, as it came the inning before the wing-ding inning tonight.
Rams went hitless, but scored 2 runs in the wing-ding inning. That was a weird inning. Swing and a miss from Cleary. Had a high fastball, but it was out of the strike zone. It's a ball and a strike to him.
Richie, I think, wanted to take another one downtown there, as he had a big cut at that pitch up in his eyes.
Cleary with homers on consecutive days now, and with 3 homers on the 95 season. Throw to first base, and Luke Allen is back in.
Last year's team leader for the Rams, I believe, only had 4 home runs. Several of them, Matt Hires and Lance Shannon, each with 4 home runs last year.
And there's another deep one toward right center. This one's going to stay in the park, though. Lamont Rogers coming in from right toward right center, making the catch. Cleary drove that toward the same part of the park that his deep one was hit back in the second inning. But this one, he got under a little bit too much, and it had a little bit of English on the ball. It was curving back toward right field when Rogers came across to make the catch.
Almost overran the ball. He had to kind of stop in his tracks and reach back over his head. Ended up making a tough catch out of what should have been a routine grab.
And Sam Allen will step up there. He is 1 for 3. He's also reached on an error in addition to his single and stolen base. He drives this one deep toward left center field, but Russell over and near the edge of the track makes the catch. Chuck Russell was there like a flash, as he has been several times in this evening's game. For the Rams, no runs, 1 hit. They leave a man on base. The last chance for the Winder Barrow Bulldogs coming up, and they have a lot of work to do because your Newton Rams lead it 9-3. Newton Ram Baseball, WGFS AM 1430.
When you need insurance, here's the first thing you should do. Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
Are you age 55 or older? We've reduced the cost of auto owners' homeowners insurance 20% in Georgia. Here's why. Our statistics show mature homeowners have fewer and less costly losses. So if you're 55 or older, it's only fair to charge you less for your homeowner's insurance. For mature homeowner savings, see your no-problem auto owner's insurance agent.
Call your auto owner's agent. They are people just like you.
See Steele Jones Insurance Agency, located on Floyd Street, South in Covington. Or call 786-9213.
Auto owners, the no-problem people.
It's the top of the 7th inning. Rams on top. A chance to move on to another victory. And here to do the job for you, bring it home, the voice of the Rams, Kevin Holden.
Bill, thank you very much. Dustin McNally, the first man up for the Winder Barrow Bulldogs. Clint Edwards and Heath Kennedy, the next two after him. Richie Cleary's first pitch. There's a called strike, 0-1. Cleary has gone the entire way, striking out 8. No walks so far. Sign from Moon, the wind. The 0-1 pitch, line toward right field. That'll be in for a base hit. McNally went the other way with an outside pitch. A fine job of hitting. And Winder Barrow will have a base runner here, but they have a long way to go as the Bulldogs trail by 6.
Well, Richie needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to walk a batter. Last night, Jeffrey Norman cruising along, walked the first hitter he faced in extra innings, and Captain Hook came out and brought in Luke Allen. So Richie just needs to go ahead and bear down. This would be a good time to see the middle of that infield turn the twin killing here, Kevin.
Clint Edwards is 1 for 3. Single, a strikeout. And last time up, he had a hard hit ball toward the second baseman, Ryan Moon, who misplayed it. If we could see something like that Ryan Moon would have a little better play on, we might see a double play here. There's a swing and a miss. Cleary was challenging Edwards. Edwards went after the high, hard heat, but he came up short. McNally leading away from first base. Here's the pitch outside. WGFS has brought you 12 Newton Ram games this year. We've missed only 2 because of circumstances out of our control. 2 games that the Rams played over in Alabama against Troup County. There's a swing and a miss. Snap throw to first base. Back in safely is McNally. Heads up at first base as he scrambled back to the bag. But the swing and the miss makes it 1-2 on Edwards.
And Brian Moon continuing to show that rifle arm he's got. Great snap throw back down there. If the runner had been off any more than that, he would have been picked off easily.
Coughlin holds that runner close at first base. 1-2 pitch, fastball but low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Started this game at third base. Moved to second. The 2-2 swung on and missed. He gets away from Moon. Moon will take a look at second base. The throw down, and he is out. 2-6 to make it 2-4 on the caught stealing for Dustin McNally after the strikeout. So that's a strike him out, throw him out. Edwards was headed for first base, but there was a runner already there. And as he headed for second, Moon with a heads-up throw. So catch McNally stealing.
And Brian always staying on top of things. Knew he didn't have to throw to first base. Gunned a shot down to second base to Ryan Allen, and they got him easily stealing. And 2 down now. Just give me one more out, Kevin.
Heath Kennedy takes a strike. We'll do our best here. It's 0-1. Cleary goes into the wind. His 0-1 pitch grounded toward third. Sam Allen has it. His throw to first. There's your third out. And that's the ball game as the Newton Rams have won this one 9-3 A scary one after the first half inning, but the Rams took care of that in the first, then again in the second and the third with big-time innings, and they pick up the win here. By the way, something I didn't want to mention till now, we brought you 12 Newton Ram broadcasts this year, 12 Newton Ram victories. That's 12-0. We will be back. Newton Ram Baseball, WGFS, AM 1430.
If you bury your nose in a cloud of sawdust and breathe deep, you're going to get choked up. Unless you're the new Husqvarna 36 chainsaw with air injection filtering, now available at Coast to Coast Home and Auto. Husqvarna's exclusive air injection saws run up to 20 times cleaner than any other saw on the market. With the Husky 36, you can work harder and longer without stopping for a filter change. What's more, an ergonomic design means that you can last nearly as long as your Husky. An angled front grip puts you in a comfortable working position that's less prone to fatigue, and vibration is kept to a minimum by separating the handles and engine unit. At only $199.95, you can't buy a better saw for home or farm than the Husqvarna 36 with air injection. So to keep your nose clean, stop by Coast to Coast Home and Auto on the Square in Covington to see the 36 and our entire line of quality Husqvarna products.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating at 786-4937. They'll send them packing, termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Your smoke detector has the power to save your life, or does it? Don't forget to change your batteries in your smoke detectors this Sunday when you change your clocks. Hi, this is Rob with the Covington Fire Department. Remember, change your clock, change your batteries.
How do you spend your Saturday mornings? Why not join Bill Dolan and Kevin Holden from 9 to 10 for the Saturday Morning Super Trivia Spectacular? That's your chance to win prizes and show your knowledge of trivia right here on WGFS AM 1430.
Hello, this is Dr. Ken Kaiser, Undersecretary for Health at the VA. There's a new helpline for Persian Gulf veterans and their families. Dial toll-free 1-800-PGW-VETS for around-the-clock information about claims, health care, and research. Select from an information menu or talk to a benefits specialist about your concerns. That's the Persian Gulf Veterans Helpline at 1-800-PGW-VETS.
And the Newton Rams, yes fans, have done it again. Victorious from Riverside Park, Newton High School. They defeat the Winder Barrow Bulldogs. That's Bulldogs with 2 G's. And here with the totals and highlights, Kevin Holden.
That's Bulldogs with 2 G's, and tonight 1 L, and the Rams have 1 W. The Rams with 9 runs, 11 hits in this one. They did make 4 errors. They left 5 on base. Richie Cleary, a complete game, the 7 innings, facing 31 batters. He gives up 3 earned runs on 7 hits, 0 bases on balls, and 8 strikeouts. Yes, that goose egg in the walk column helps quite a bit. Winder Barrow, 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. They leave 7 on base. And Javade Watson, Dustin McNally, and Tony Allred, the 3 pitchers for Winder Barrow, combining here. The Rams, in the 2nd and 3rd innings, put most of their runs on the scoreboard. 8 of their 9, in fact, came in those 2 innings. And after the 3rd, the Rams didn't score, but Bill Dolan, they didn't need it thanks to pitching from the WGFS Player of the Game.
That's right, and anyone that saw this game wouldn't have any problem with deciding that Richie Cleary did it on both sides, besides pitching the complete game job with 8 strikeouts, and as you said, the key, not walking anyone. He hit that long home run over the Hard Luck Cafe sign in right center field. So for that, Richie Cleary, congratulations on being selected as tonight's WGFS Player of the Game.
We invite you to be with us tomorrow as the Rams and the team from Escambia High School in Florida go head-to-head, and it will be more than just that one game. It will be a quadruple header, 4 games here involving Fayette County, Newton County, and Escambia, the junior varsity and varsity teams of those 3 schools, and also a raffle going on that the Newton High Dugout Club is sponsoring. Well, the drawings for the raffle, if you bought tickets, they will be held tomorrow. A $100 donation to the Dugout Club, a tax-deductible donation, was what was needed. Only 225 tickets will be distributed, and the grand prize for this one, a brand new 1994 Ford Ranger XLT. Not bad for $100. Plenty of other prizes also. They will start drawing at about 3 o'clock here at the Newton High Baseball Field, Riverside Park. Full day of activities planned here for baseball games scheduled and the raffle as well. And if you want any information, if you want to pick up something at the last minute, contact any of the Dugout Club members, or you can call Archie Lee. His number is 787-1047. 787-1047. And within 24 hours, little more than 24 hours from now, Bill, somebody will be the owner of that 94 Ford Ranger XLT, and they'll be a happy individual.
And also tomorrow night when we bring you another exciting Rams game, the Hard Luck Cafe wing ding inning, still riding at 60, so some lucky winner could win 60 hot wings from one of your favorite places to visit.
That's right, the Hard Luck Cafe. Tomorrow, look for some special guests on several shows tomorrow. Just be listening. There won't be any major changes, but there will be a couple of people who you don't expect on certain shows that will make some appearances, including Newton Ram Baseball. Stay tuned. For our executive producer, Todd Chapman, and for Bill Dolan, Kevin Holden reporting from Riverside Park. The Rams have gone to 13-1 overall, 3-0 in sub-region play. They demolished the Bulldogs of Winder Barrow High School. Your final score, the Newton Rams 9, Winder Barrow Bulldogs 3. So long, everybody.